Welcome to the Proper Scoundrel Show.
Yeah, we have the Hector Bravo in the house.
Thank you for having me.
Thank you for coming out, brother.
Thank you, dude. It wasn't a bad drive.
Not too bad. Not too bad.
Nah, man. Beats LA, that's for sure.
Well, I appreciate you taking the time from all your shows, man. You got two big shows. I know it's huge.
Yeah.
Was it Prison Guard?
That Prison Guard, which was my original one, and then Hector Bravo Unhinged, which I'm kind of trying to go more towards.
That's more, you're leaning that way?
Yeah, I'm tired of talking, that I want like to hear other people talk.
You want to interview more than
Correct.
Yeah.
Yeah, share their stories.
Get some good stuff off of that. Well, I saw some of your videos when I was watching, and I really was impressed by your story. And one of the things I liked was you followed your father.
Yep.
They basically followed his footsteps into CDC. Or I call it CDC. I'm sorry.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, it is what it is. I get it.
I'm old. So CDC back when I was working in the jails, because I worked the jails. We all started the jails in the sheriff's department. How did that influence you? I mean, did it something you saw him doing every day? You said, "This is what I want to do."
Damn, good question, bro. I never like getting asked the same questions, but nobody's ever asked that one.
Sorry.
Nobody's ever asked that one. Dude, it had to have been a boy looking up at his father.
Yeah.
Right? Kind of like a superhero thing. You don't really know what's going on in a prison setting. I mean, you're a child. You don't know what's going on, but you kind of have an idea that there's bad guys in there.
Yeah.
It had to have been that, bro. Nothing more, nothing less. Until you get older, you start realizing what money and benefits are.
Oh, yeah.
But initially, it had
bills.
to been like, okay, hey, my dad's doing that.
Mm-hmm.
I want to do that. And ultimately, dude, I would work with my father in the prison. And I remember that thinking like, wow, this is cool.
Are you serious?
Yeah, bro. We were both COs at the same time at the same place.
No way.
It's kind of like bring your kid to work day. That's the feeling that I had, right? I was 22 years old.
That's incredible.
Combat veteran,
Yeah.
but I still have that little giddy feeling of like a kid,
you're
bro.
working with your
I'm getting like
pops.
chills thinking about it right now.
That's amazing.
Yeah, bro. I think it's a dream to.
That's a gift. You know that, right? You felt it.
I don't know if it's a gift. I never looked at it like that, but it has to be a gift,
Working with
dude.
your dad. I mean, my dad. I was close to my dad, so I would have loved that.
Dude, it's yeah, you're right. It is a gift, bro. How many people can
Never do it.
get that opportunity?
Yeah, it's amazing. Did you get any more heat from it because you were, your dad? Hey, we're going to take it harder on you. We're going to be easy on you.
Actually, they looked out more for me.
There you
I
go.
believe so that they did look out for more.
Respect.
For me. A lot of the OGs did for sure look out for me.
Did he kind of mentor you a little bit, tell you what to watch out for?
My dad is a man of very few words. My whole entire life, a man of very few words.
Action.
Even till today, very few words. But he would drop those nuggets of information when he had to. So he never like a boaster, never like a bragger, never telling war stories. Complete opposite of me. Not just kidding. But he does possess knowledge and experience.
Of course, it's a encyclopedia.
Correct.
Yeah. Then you got an education from him at home and probably at work.
that probably prevented me from getting assaulted.
Really?
Right? Because like he put me up on game. One of the things he told me early on was, Hector, when you get assaulted, and I said, don't you mean if, Dad? He goes, no, when.
Yeah.
And then I never looked at it from that perspective.
It's true. You knew it was coming.
Right.
He knows it's going to come.
Right.
Because like I said, I work the county and it's inevitable. You're going to get into something. Either you help someone or it starts with you.
It has to, huh?
Yeah, it always does. And it just, you hope you don't.
It's the nature of the beast.
Like, you don't want to, but you're surrounded by it. You're surrounded by people who are violent.
But by him telling me that, it raised my guard, which my guard would not have normally been raised to that level if he had not explained it to me in that manner.
Okay, that's great. How long did you work with him?
Oh, dude, I ended up promoting to sergeant in 2015. I believe he retired in 2015. He did 22 years.
Okay,
So I worked with him for 8 years.
nice.
Not directly with him, but there was days we did work
Yeah.
together.
So, Sergeant, would you just want to mentor the new guys, or what made you want to promote?
I didn't want to promote.
You didn't want to promote.
I didn't want to promote. I wanted to be a CO for 30 years, knuckle dragger,
You want to be a front line, yeah.
front line, and
I appreciate that because I did too.
it wasn't until like a lot of the older veteran COs were like, hey, Hector, you need to promote, man. You're young. You have a lot of wings to go. They would tell me, I regret not promoting.
Okay.
You need to promote. You don't have nothing coming right now. No seniority, nothing. Just start all over again. And then a lot of the supervisors would tell me, hey, dude, youngster, you need to promote.
Yeah. You got to listen to the old head.
So after that, it's like, people keep telling you the same thing. It's like, well, maybe they see something in me.
You have to respect that because
Yeah.
they've done it. Everybody now that you're, I'm sure when you got older, you're looking back at the younger guys. Goes, I wish I would have done this. I wish I would have done that. You need that mentor.
Because I had told my wife too. I was like, I had 8 years in the department as a CO before I promoted.
Okay.
So I'm like, I think I'm gonna promote. She's like, why? You said you would never promote. I'm like, I don't know. I think it's
just because.
You know what another motivating factor was?
What's that?
Watching all the lames promote over me. I'm like, there's no way this dude is gonna tell me what to do.
Yep. I have a lot of sergeants. I've had lieutenants in here. They all say the same thing. You can complain about it or you can try to fix it. And the only way you're going to fix it, you got to promote too.
I don't think I was trying to fix anything. I think I was just trying not to be told what to do by some dumb people. You know what I mean?
Be on the same level with them.
Yeah,
so
but come to find out, it's inevitable. It's a never-ending chain.
Yeah, it's always somebody above you doing the same stupid
Exactly.
shit. Yeah. But you have to kind of stay in line sometimes. So prisons, you liked it? Didn't like it?
If I can be brutally honest, I liked it initially. And one will say, well, what is there to like about working in a prison? Mm-hmm. Well, like the management was not all on our backs. They were not micromanaging. Mm-hmm. They were giving us that leeway. They were giving us that leash, right? So, hey, these are big boy rules. If you make a mistake, that's on you.
Yeah.
You know the rules. You know the policy. Mm-hmm. So I felt like if I didn't do nothing dumb, I should be all right.
You'd be all right. Yeah.
Correct.
Exactly.
And even if I did make a mistake, back then they did not crucify you. Mm-hmm. They kind of pulled you aside and schooled you.
Yeah. It's no counseling and you're over. It was over.
Correct.
And no grudges.
Correct.
Yeah. And no coming back and putting on that list where I'm not going to move you. I get it. Yeah, so you're screwed.
And it was fun. I mean, money was good. You see, basically, you know how it is. You basically sit there until something pops off.
Yeah.
And when it pops off, you do what you're supposed to do.
You react and then you take your boys and you take care of business.
So I liked it.
Yeah. It's an honorable position. Someone has to do it. I
liked it. And then not everybody's cut out for it, right? Not everybody can quell violence.
Mm-mm. I liked when guys went to admin jobs. Like, I'm going to go to the hospital. I'm going to go inside. I'm going to do scheduling. Because some of those guys needed to be behind, out of the way. They're just not in my way.
I think everything goes based on, like, age as well. Because I was 22 when I first started. So that's a perfect age to be a little torpedo.
Yeah.
No wife, no kids at that time.
Oh, yeah.
At that time, so it was like...
You're hungry.
Right.
Yeah. So you got there when...
2006 is when I joined.
So that was before AB 109 and 107.
Bro, dude. I think God put me here on this earth for a reason. Uh-huh. He put me smack dab from before to the after of the BS.
Really?
100%. So yeah, way before AB 109.
All right.
Before the furloughs of 15% pay cut by Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Oh yeah. So good timing.
Prop 57. Yeah. I saw what it was like before.
Yeah.
And definitely what it was like now. The overcrowding, that was overcrowding, dude. That was overcrowding.
Yeah, we had floor sleepers. We had it.
But I didn't know that was overcrowding. I thought that was normal.
Oh, really?
Well, I mean, if that's what I'm coming into,
yeah.
That's
right.
normal.
You're right.
But when they cleared everybody out, pushed everybody to the streets,
you see the difference.
It was like a ghost town.
Yeah.
I'm like, dude. But I wasn't happy about that either because I'm like, damn, all these bad guys are now on the streets with my family.
Exactly.
I'd rather have them in here with me, right? So if I got to deal with it, I deal with it. But you know how that goes.
No, you're 100,000,000% right. I said the same thing to my family when they passed. I said, all hell's good and break loose. Because
it did.
All these boys, you think it's bad now, you wait till they all get out. And then once they realize they're not going to go back in. That's the thing.
Dude, everything, bro. We have the beauty of hindsight now.
Yeah.
They changed the grand theft amount.
950.
From like 500 to like 950. Dudes were getting caught with guns and not going back to prison.
Citing releases, man.
Parole agents were given the direction, stop violating these dudes. They stopped violating them. And then you saw those smash and grab gang.
Yep. They started
plaguing.
They started doing 3 or 4 people go into a store and they'd all carry maybe $500 a piece out so they don't get the 950. It was hilarious because I saw what they were doing. Nobody pegged it. And I was getting pissed because I'm going, that's a fucking burglary. It's not a petty theft. It's not a 950. It's a burglary because it's intent. Is
burglary considered a felony?
Yes.
Or it can be
it's a wobbler, but
it's a wobbler.
But I would file it. I would write it as a felony.
You got to do what you got to do, yeah.
And then, I was at a Walgreens and they did it in front of me. I swear it happened in front of me.
Were you in uniform?
No, I was already retired. And I saw this is recently, maybe 2 years ago. And the store clerk starts trying to get the bag, and I go, now it's a robbery. But nobody, I'm thinking, because I was a detective for 22 years, I'm thinking of what I'm going to file on that boy. That's a robbery. That's a felony. That's a felony. That's a felony. Then you got conspiracy because they did it together. But they're all doing this. Oh, it's only $950. Let them all go. But nobody's thinking, no, you can still get them. You just have to work around it.
There was more going on than just what we're talking about. There was the Black Lives Matter movement.
Yeah.
There was a protest. There was a George Floyd. There was defund the police. There was throw your officers under the bus before an investigation even gets started.
Absolutely.
Everything was a perfect storm. And that's what happened.
And then they started saying crime rate's down.
Dude, why do you think nobody watches the news anymore? Nobody watches the news anymore.
I'm screaming at the screen, man.
Because people love podcasts because you get the real deal, raw truth.
Yep.
From people that were there.
Unfiltered.
It doesn't matter what side of the fence you were on, gangster, cop, it doesn't matter.
Unfiltered.
Exactly.
Yep.
So we are on to their little schemes of skewed statistics and fake narratives and political gain.
Yeah. Yeah. And it's working because you have a huge audience, bro. I did the numbers. You had another channel before. You almost at 10 million.
Yeah, I can see. I'm like at 9 million for sure, 100%.
Yeah. 10 million. And you would have had to own a radio station or a TV station.
Dude. I didn't even think about that. So I don't view, that's a trip that you've seen that, right? I've been doing this for 3 years. I just hit the 3-year mark yesterday. I don't focus on the statistics or analytics. I see them, right? But I don't use that to dictate what my next move is going to be. I just keep it consistent, dude, and it's working.
No, it is working because
it's working.
10 million is, I'm a nerd. It's like the population of Greece.
Oh, dang, dude.
And that's who knows you now and who's heard your voice. That's screaming from the mountaintop, man.
For sure, worldwide, I got viewers. Yeah. For sure. They tap in from every country.
Absolutely.
Up and down California, for sure.
I get hooked. I was watching stuff and I was getting hooked and I was getting fired up.
I kind of want to say it, and again, I'm very spiritual, right? I have a strong faith with God. Went to church yesterday by myself. But I see now why I went through all the stuff I went through to come out on this end and to be able to share. And it's not my message, right? It's not my message. It's the message.
It's righteous.
Correct.
Yeah. And if there's nothing they can do to you, nothing. When you're on the side of righteousness, there is nothing they can do to you.
Facts.
And I've been on the other side of both sides, trouble, in trouble.
I did a live on my YouTube yesterday, and I was just basically telling the people, like, hey, man, I'm proof. Like, you can go through life without burning anybody or without doing anybody dirty.
I saw that.
Without sacrificing anybody, without stepping on anybody. Like, dude, like, I don't know where along the way we got twisted as a society, but, dude, you can maintain, like you said, righteousness, and you'll be just fine.
Yep. People know me. I'm the most loyal person you're going to meet. There's no one more loyal than me because that's the way I was raised. It wasn't the department. Right. It was the way I was raised because my pops was, snitches get stitches. Yeah. As brothers, we learned that as boys. Gladiator school back in the house.
Loyalty is rare.
It is. These days. It is. But I covet it. If I see it, that's one of my people now. If I see that you're that person, I'm not going to just pass by. That person's part of my group now because they're hard to find, like you just said.
They are hard to find.
You got to hold on to them. You got to hold on to them. Very few, but
very few, bro. Yeah. I would go as far as say 1%.
Yeah,
from my experience in the military, law enforcement, and even on the internet.
Yeah. You've grabbed onto certain people. I guarantee it, especially military. I mean, you went to.
Oh yeah, dude. Well, that's where
you bond. I get it.
Well, that's when I learned about sacrifice and leadership.
Yes, and that taught you a lot. I'm sure it made you the man you are today.
Yeah, I learned the hard way.
We all do sometimes. But if you had to take anything and say anything about that, what do you think that you took from the military that makes you the strongest today? That you use daily? What would you say?
That as a result of my friends getting killed, 9 of them, it shaped me to the person who I am today. Because all I want to do is carry their name in honor daily and attempt to fill their boots, which I never will.
Yeah. So life is precious and take advantage of every minute of every day. You see that in war. You see that in the prisons. I see it all the time. Life is short. Nobody is given a pass. You never know.
Dude, I did learn that at a young age. Life is short, bro. But that was a double-edged sword.
Yeah.
Because when I came back at the age of 20, I was living life is short. I'm gonna wild out.
Okay, yeah.
So you can see how if you're not mentally right, spiritually right,
A little disciplined.
you can.
Yeah, you can go off. Yeah. Yeah.
Which I did.
Well, age too. You know, we all think we're indestructible at that
Facts.
age. And then you're going to give us a badge or a weapon or a post. You think I'm somebody.
At one point in time, I thought I was indestructible and invincible. I learned real quick I am not.
It's a hard lesson. It's a hard lesson, right?
It's a humbling lesson.
Yeah, but it helps.
And now I'm an old man, bro. Everything aches, dude. It's like, oh, bro, I thought I was gonna.
I seen you lifting weights with chain around your neck and
Yeah.
everything, man. You're young, brother. You're
I try,
young.
dude.
You're young.
Before I quit the prison system, there was a 65-year-old man, former AB member or former AB associate.
Yeah.
And he stabbed 2 child molesters in the throat. Doof, doof, doof. Well, one in the chest, the other one's in the throat. But a 65-year-old man, bro, moving, agile.
Yeah.
And I seen him in AdSeg the next day. I said, man, you give me hope, OG. He's like, why is that? I said, my biggest fear is getting old and being not dangerous anymore. You just shattered that.
Yeah.
He's
Yep.
like, hey, can I get a pencil, LT? I'm like, yeah, I got you, dude.
I'm gonna give you a little pencil, a little golf pencil. I'm not giving you a big.
He wanted
pencil.
the little golf pencil.
Yeah, those are the best. I had the privilege of not privilege, but I got into a situation when I first got to the jails. My senior was smart, man. You know how you like mentors?
Yeah.
He said, "Oh, you're a dumb boot. We're gonna show you some shit." Because we had the shoe in 900, so we had Daniel Grajeda and we had Benjamin Peters. He's the guy who's most popular for the attorney room shanking at CJ. So he 2 gangsters inside the attorney room slip their cuffs and shank each other. Well, and he told me about it
In the courtroom?
in the attorney room.
He killed somebody in an attorney room?
In the attorney room at CJ.
I don't ever know how I never knew about that.
Yeah, it was 1991.
Okay.
So this happened. So I asked, "What's up with the attorney room?" He told me, he goes, "Homeboy I saw him slipping his cuffs. I was just faster." And I said, "Damn, that's crazy how you just talk about it." He goes, "That's the way it is. You just got to be ready for anything." And I said, "So you got double life. How do you do that?" He says, "One day at a time." And I said, "These are freaking badasses." Peters, I don't know if you know Topo from Peter. Peters was one of the shot callers for him. You would think he was a school teacher. No, nothing, dude. Nothing about him. The quietest, most calm guy you ever met in your life.
Well, from my life experiences, dude, like I have that experience of interacting with these guys, talking to these guys.
You should talk.
Interacting with correctional officers, talking, right? And one thing I've come to realize, and people may not understand what I'm about to say next, is like, I've said it before, leadership is leadership is leadership, right? You can be a good leader in the military, you can be a good leader in the prison, you can be a good leader in a gang. They're all the same leadership qualities, right? Also, people are not a big fan of me when I say like, hey, dude, you think just because you have a badge, you're more righteous than this person? No, that's not the truth, bro. Like, you cheat on your wife, you do coke on the weekend, you get DUIs, bro.
Yep.
Right? Like, I guess the message I'm trying to send is like, nobody is better than anybody else.
No.
And ego gets involved.
Yeah, well, they're on one side of the bars, you're on the other.
Right.
Something put them there, whatever reason, but they're still humans. And I believe that you have to talk to everybody. You have to talk, especially as a detective. They don't talk to you, don't get nothing. And being in the jails, I remember when it got quiet, something was wrong.
Oh, that's all eerie feeling. Dude.
Yeah. So you want them acting normal. You want them intermingling. You don't want that hair in the back of your head to stand up. And then all of a sudden, all hell breaks loose and everybody's shanking each other.
Now, are there monsters out there in this world? Absolutely 100%, right? But these are not the people that we're talking about. We're talking about, sophisticated individuals.
They have all day.
Sophisticated, dangerous individuals.
Yep. We used to always say it in the jails of, if they use their brains for good instead of evil.
Look at Rene Boxer Enriquez. He's thriving on the internet right now, and all he did was apply, from my observations, all of his same traits and qualities onto the internet.
Yep.
Things that I've seen are those electrical ones with the numerous plugs.
Yeah.
And making them out of cardboard, wood, and paper clips. Or you can plug numerous appliances into that cardboard, wood, and paper clips.
I said it. They have all day to think about this stuff.
The craziest one, there's a lot of crazy things, but cell phones are contraband in prison.
Yeah.
But they would somehow rig their clear bubble television to hide the phone and charge the phone simultaneously as they're watching TV. I'm like, damn, that's pretty good, dude.
You got to give them credit, right? You have to give them credit. They figure shit out. And I always looked at it like, damn, you could have been something, or maybe you were something.
And you know what? I think in 2025, dude, I think we're driving the message home to these youngsters, these knuckleheads, quote unquote. Because somebody said the other day, like, Hector, what's the point of being a gangster in 2025? Like, there's no more room for it. Like, dude, you can literally do whatever you want on the internet. Like, to use the excuse that there's no more opportunity. Yeah. Bro, you got a cell phone. You got the opportunity,
you
dude.
could do what I mean, imagine.
Whatever.
Oh, man, that's the computer in your pocket.
Exactly.
And I know the gangs, when I left gangs, OSS, they were switching to identity theft. They weren't jacking people no more. They were making credit cards in their houses, man. It was a big swap.
They did that big sting recently. It was with unemployment that they were jacking.
Yeah. So it's kind of like the jail term. They figured it out, how not to get their hands dirty and make a lot of money.
That's what it's about. I mean, really, and then, violence is the language of prison, but I would also see it as a last resort. Yeah. They avoid it like the plague.
Absolutely. Absolutely. They don't want it because it brings heat. They get their shit tossed. They get their visits taken away. They don't want that. And that's the way, that was the tool in the county was, somebody screws up, take something away, just like a kid.
100%.
And they'll figure it out. You didn't have to touch anybody. You would just say, this is going to happen.
Right.
Figure it out. And then some guy standing at the board saying, I did it. Yeah, he's the sacrificial lamb, but it happened all the time.
No, you're right. Like, I've been on the internet for 3 years, and I always make the clarification, like, hey, guys, I don't want you ever to get the impression that I'm a heavy-handed individual or that you have to be heavy-handed because, like you just said, you don't have to there's ways of getting your message across without ever having to lift a finger.
Same thing in the street. You tell them the repercussions. As long as there's not drugs or alcohol involved, they can reason.
Right.
Because they want their Sunday visit. They don't want their Sunday clothes to be taken away because they have extra clothes. It's a million things. Even their mail. There's a million things. Right. You don't have to beat anybody up or anything. Those guys, it happens. I mean, shit happens. You have to put your hands on. Sometimes you just work it out. There's a bigger picture for them too. They can't leave.
Right.
So why make it more miserable for them unless they need something? Well, I get it. I know state prison is different than county, but
you would not even be able to identify it in 2025, man.
I remember when they used to wish to go to the chain, though.
I guarantee you not anymore.
When I was in county, come on, when's the chain coming, deputy? When's the chain coming?
Well, that also changed with AB 109. Yeah. You guys were able to house them in jail for up to a year. Mm-hmm. Now it went to 10 years.
It went up to 10?
Well, like everywhere else I knew.
Well, I know they're kicking them loose because it was overcrowded. So they would come over and they would just let them go.
Well, with the whole AB 109 or Prop 57, they changed it.
10 years.
Yeah, dude. You have people. That's when the jail system flipped, where you started getting more better weapons.
Yep.
More violence, different type of violence.
Yeah. That's crazy. And whose decision was that? The knuckleheads up in Sacramento.
People making the money, follow the money.
Yeah. And I felt, everybody knew they said, we're going to put the money in mental health.
It's a sham.
Yeah.
It's all propaganda. It's money laundering is what it is, if I'm going to be honest.
No, it's 100% true. Well, you can't say we're going to open up a program and then have your cousin open up the freaking shelter and say, okay, we need $10 million to build this building and there's 4 people coming in and out and you got 1 employee. Yeah, come on, man.
The beautiful part about this, dude, is that there's people watching. Their eyes are open.
Yeah.
Whether they want to act on it or not, at least they see for what it is now. Maybe one day they'll act.
I've seen it. I've been in the room when I've heard stupid stories said, and I've been the dumb guy that goes, I got a question, and piss everybody off in the room because no one wants to ask that obvious question of, how is that smart? I've been in the room where people were talking about we're gonna build a rehab center, and they're all up about building this rehab center. I was standing there because they wanted a deputy in there, and I said, "So where are you gonna build it?" And they're like, some neighborhood. I go, "So not in your neighborhood, right?"
That's what you said?
Yeah, that's exactly what I said. And the lady was, wait. I go, "Well, if it's so good, why don't you put it in your neighborhood?" And she said, "Well, we want to do this." I go, "Better yet, put it in City Hall, and have everybody getting their needle exchanged right in front of you." I said, you guys keep making all these decisions, but it doesn't affect you. And they almost throw me out of the room.
Of course they almost threw you out of the room, man. Because you're dressed, you identify that the emperor has no clothes. It's right? True. These people think that they're higher than or above us, that How dare you open your mouth and talk to us? You know what I mean?
Shut up,
That's
peasant.
something. Yeah, shut up, peasant. And Machiavelli the Prince, which was read by convicts in prison that were in the shoe. I didn't read that book until after I left the department.
Yep.
And something kept telling me, they always mention Machiavelli the Prince, Hector. Just read it. And yeah, it talks about society, talks about power, talks about politics, and
Yeah.
it's real.
It's real. They don't make. I don't think they're smart enough to make it up on their own. I think they're educated the same way, same places, and they think they're doing the same story. They're running the same game over and over.
They are.
because no one's changing it.
Correct.
If it doesn't get stopped, why would I stop it?
Correct.
I just keep on going till
They're catching on though. Those types of powerful, and I put the quotations for powerful.
Yeah.
They are catching on that we have now caught on.
Yeah.
Now, whether they change their game plan or not, I'm watching. You know what I mean? They're not. They know. Damn, they're on to us.
I just wish more people would open their eyes.
That's why Governor Newsom is, and not to make your whole show political,
It's okay.
but that's why Governor Newsom is trying to sound hip now. Is trying to sound like the
You see him
people.
dancing the other day?
Yeah, this dude's out of control. But you can tell it's totally a chameleon act.
They all do
I mean,
it.
you know how to read people.
They all do it. They all do it.
That does not look authentic.
How
one
does
bit.
that not look fake? How does that not look fake?
You had Kamala Harris do it. You have AOC do it. You have Hillary.
Hillary
right?
was doing
And for the record,
hot sauce.
For the record, I'm not Republican or Democrat or liberal or left or right. I'm just a realist.
Yep.
And I know fake when I see fake.
Yeah, and that's all I want. I want real. I want real. I don't care. I've told people 100 times, I would vote for a blue monkey if he let me keep my money.
Yeah.
Because that's all I care about. It's my money. Stop taking my money for stupid shit. You can't spend it, right? Why do you keep taking my money?
California's bad,
It's
dude.
awful. It's awful.
But I love the weather. You know, you could not pay me to move away from the weather.
Mm-hmm.
But let me be real. California's bad, dude.
It's getting worse though. Man.
Oh,
it's only going to get
bad,
worse,
bro.
The new one. They're scared. And I don't know if you heard this one. They want to start taxing your savings.
Nothing surprises me
Your savings.
anymore.
It's already been taxed 1,000 times.
I'm still not happy that I have to pay for plastic bags at the store, that we don't get straws. Dude, I still haven't even gotten over every other dumb change that has happened in the last 10, 15 years. I'm not happy about. And it still bothers me to this day.
It should bother you because it's wrong. Don't when you start thinking it's okay.
Background checks for ammo.
Man, I hate that. I hate that one so bad. That's why
California compliant guns. Like, dude, it's just the whole nine is like, dude.
I do leather work. Like I do a lot of leather work. I make bags. I make all kinds of stuff leather work. I have a whole shop, and I have to get my dyes in Nevada
Okay.
because they won't sell it in California.
Why? Because of the like
They say
hazard?
it has certain chemicals in it. Like,
But yet, they'll let a dude slam fentanyl and take a dump in the middle of the street. You know what I mean?
and give you a nap about it so you can check it.
Then maybe it's pretty much if they can't invest money into their own pocket, they don't want it. They don't want nothing to do
it's
with it.
all how can I say I'm doing this and take some money off the side?
Correct. Some people got it like that, man. It's crazy.
It's wrong though.
It is wrong.
Yeah.
Because even given the opportunity, I still wouldn't partake.
No. But
You know, a lot of people ask me like, "Hey, Hector, why don't you run for governor? Right? Why don't you run for the president?" To be quite honest, that's not my style. I don't get down like that.
Yeah.
Those are not the politics. Like, I'm not trying to get smutted up, thrown under the bus, put under frivolous lawsuits or investigations.
they'll smash you, man. They got a big
And
machine.
then what happens when the powers above come at me? Right? What if I get I just don't want to be in a position like, what if they tempt me with a lot of money? I know I'm not going to go for it, right? But I don't even want to be in that position.
It's true. They'll figure out a way to shut you up.
Correct.
And they have power and they have money, like you just said, and they have influence. And who are we? We're doing what we can do with this. And
I love this,
and
bro.
And they hate it.
I'd rather keep. Oh, they hate it,
They
dude.
hate
They hate it. Speaking of hate it, I just got another search warrant in my mail. CDCRs continue to put search warrants into my email accounts because they want to see who's talking to me from inside the prison.
Really?
100%, bro.
They're serving you?
Oh, I've been done served in
No
these last
shit.
3 years. I've been served approximately 8, 9 search warrants.
Really?
5 different counties.
You're shitting me.
100%, bro. Signed by a judge. With the allegations that I am committing felonies, dude.
Talking to people?
Well, they're alleging that I'm receiving confidential information from inside of the prison system, which is not a felony. And like you said, it's a wobbler in the penal code.
Yeah.
Correct. Basically, what they're doing, dude, is they're utilizing means of criminal investigation to go after COs administratively.
Yeah. What's confidential? I mean, I don't remember ever going into anything confidential.
Right.
And I've wrote hundreds of warrants. I've served thousands of subpoenas.
It's typical German Gestapo Nazi fear tactics to scare the employees from talking to me.
But I've never heard confidential. Have you? Unless it's attorney,
HIPAA, only HIPAA.
Well, yeah, or attorney-client or clergy. But
Correct.
there's no such thing as.
There is no such
There
thing.
is no such thing. So they're just trying to mess with you. That's about it. Like we said, they hate it.
They do hate it, man.
Hate it. I mean, I get my phone calls.
And you know what's funny is I'm just like a guy with a microphone, bro. That's it. Nothing more, nothing less.
You make them uncomfortable. Good.
Yeah.
I'd love to help you.
You are.
No,
this is part of the mission, bro. Like I believe people get put in other people's lives like for a reason.
Absolutely. And I take it. I don't ignore it. I always take it. You see good people, I'm like, please come into my posse. My posse's small.
Yeah, bro. I think was it Mariachi that reached out to me?
Yeah, Marlon.
Marlon reached out to me, and I rarely. Well, I mean, I move fast, right? But with you, I move real fast, dude. Yeah. Like I didn't even ask your background or whatever. It's coming from Marlon. It's like, okay, this good dude's a good dude.
All right.
Shoot it.
I appreciate that, but when we talked, you know what I think would be cool? Get to know him on the air.
100%.
And I think that's more natural.
100%, bro.
It's way better. And I've said it on this show, I want it to be like we're in the car together, or we're in a module together, or we're at a bar together. I don't want it to be like let's figure out what we're gonna say. I love that, just breaking the ice, because you get the real person. You know, I got nothing to hide. Like I said, 32 years. I did it. It was fun.
Yeah, bro. I don't got nothing to hide either. And I'm brutally honest about what I've done in my past, bro. Like, and I may not be proud of some moments. I got a daughter, dude, my 7-year-old daughter. I think to myself, like, dang, baby, like when you grow older, just take all the good advice that I've left.
Yes.
You know?
Example though, man, you're fighting a fight. You're fighting a fight for her too. We're both fighting it. People need to know the truth, and it's hard to get it out. They're gonna keep trying to come at you, man.
100%, bro. But let's just look at history, and I look at history. I mean, they silenced Martin Luther King, Charlie Kirk, Malcolm X. So I'm not scared, number one, because I have faith in God. Yes. Number two, they're not going to do anything that hasn't already been done before. It's not like it's going to be a surprise, right? Unless they tie me up and throw me in a trunk somewhere. You know what I mean? Which I don't really think they're going to do all that.
They're too weak for that.
Correct.
They're weak people, because if they're scared of me or you or anybody like us, and I'm not saying I'm a scary person, then they're weak people all the way around.
But we already knew that, though.
Yeah, of course. You know,
we already knew that.
I laugh at them. I'm sorry.
Correct.
I've had like anybody. I don't care.
A lot of people say like, "Hey, Hector, like you're so courageous for what you did." I'm like, well, the thing is, like it's in Art of War, Sun Tzu. Like if you know your enemy and you know yourself, you need not fear 100 battles.
Yeah,
something to that degree.
No, I get it.
But I definitely knew them, and they're like, you guys ain't the brightest.
They're not the brightest.
These guys ain't the brightest.
They're not the strongest, and they're not the bravest to come and face me.
Facts.
They're not going to. You can hide in the shadows and talk shit about me. I could care less. And I get trolls. I could care less. It's not about that. I mean, I've had people yell at me and scream at me and all that crazy. That's not going to bother me. I always said this, and I'll say it 100 times. There's only one person that scared me, and he passed away in 2011. That's my pops.
Okay.
No one else will ever scare me. We'll get it done one way or another. I don't care either way. I like having good people in here. Say what you feel. There's no script. I don't just whatever comes off the top of your head, man. And I had some great men in here that I respected, and I was privileged to have them here.
But how rare is a man having a conversation with another man in 2025?
It's almost impossible. Now.
These young kids don't even know how to converse. Mm-mm. They don't know how to look at another man in the eyes, how to shake a hand, how to keep your chin up, how to keep your shoulders back. It's like, dude, I try to bring that back. But if it's ever going to work, I don't know. Yeah. But it's like, man, there has to be a way.
There is a way. I have 3 boys, and they know that.
My daughter knows that.
Yeah.
She's 7.
Yeah. It's like, good on you. She look you in the eye, shake your hand, introduce herself. My sons do the same thing. It's a good firm shake.
Right.
I met the ones you're talking about, the men or the boys that don't have that upbringing. And I always say this to my wife. I always say, that's another man's problem. That's another dad's problem. It's not mine. He wasn't raised right. I don't even blame him. Like, give me that dead fish handshake. I'll just get that shit out of my hand.
Right.
It's sad, but that's the truth. They don't even talk to their parents. I mean, you know how it is. We dealt with them, and you dealt with them in prison. I dealt with them in the streets. No supervision, no guidance. You had a pops that showed you the way. I had a pops that beat my ass all the way to where I got it right. But I appreciate it.
Dude, I was reflecting back. Like, my dad wouldn't even let me wear baggy pants, bro. When gangsters were wearing the baggy pants in the 90s, I asked him, like, hey, Dad, like, buy me these. Like, you're not wearing those. But as a kid, you don't understand why he's not letting you wear those. You just think he doesn't want you to have fun.
Yeah, or your friends have them, or you want that.
Yeah.
But your dad looks at the big picture. Like I told you, my dad was a veterano, man, totally inked up. I didn't have anything like that, man.
You didn't?
None of he wouldn't let us touch anything. Like,
So he didn't either.
no, he wouldn't let it in the house. Like, we couldn't
That's
wear.
a trip.
He wouldn't wear any clothes like that. But he said
That's a trip because that's two fathers from two separate backgrounds wanting the best for their son.
yeah, he said you're not gonna be like me 100 times, and he did his time. He did a long time. So, not gonna be like me. You guys are gonna be better than me. Every good father wants their kids to do better than them, right? I hope you outdo me by a mile, and I'll sacrifice my life so you can get that.
Easily.
And the worst part is when you do that for a kid and they don't take it and they don't accept it and they don't thrive with it. You want them to take advantage of what you've given them.
Yeah, but I've also come to realize that every individual has their own path and destiny.
Absolutely.
Because I used drugs and I drank alcohol, and none of that was a reflection of my parents or my father.
Yeah.
That was
Individual.
that was the path.
Yeah, that's individual choices.
But that's a hard pill for me to swallow, having a daughter, knowing that anything can happen with anyone, but ultimately, I give her to God.
Yeah.
Right? Ultimately, God, she's yours.
Yes, absolutely. And
That's how I keep my sanity.
Yeah.
So people wonder, like, dang, Hector, how do you handle the stress? Blah, blah, blah. I'm like, dude, I really don't stress much because I give everything to God. You want all the money? Here, take it from me.
Yeah.
It was never mine to begin with.
I said it before. I live poor. I've lived with nothing. I've slept on floors. You can't give me that and tell me that's a threat that I might end up. I don't care.
Right. I'm the same way, dude.
I've done it, and I'll tell you, within a month or two, I'll be back on my feet doing what I had to do. There's nothing going to stop me. My kids are like the reflection of you. Your daughter's a reflection of you. My kids are a reflection of me. They're kicking ass, 100%. And I look at them going, thank God. It isn't, we worked our asses off. I was always at work. I had a good partner, and I had God, like you said, that helped me when I wasn't around. But these kids are killing it, man. I'm very proud of them. And
I give credit to your generation because your generation was that hardworking generation, late 80s, early 90s, that did not have the internet and they did not have the opportunities that are now. Mm-hmm. You guys had no choice but to go to work and grind for your children.
Yep.
Right? That's what my dad did. That's what you did. Yep. So I definitely recognize that, dude. Yes. 100%.
That I appreciate that because it's true. My dad always told me and my brothers, I'm going to make you workers, and there's nothing you can't do if you can work. If you're a good worker, you will always thrive. Always, because people will always want workers. And he was a carpenter, so we built shit all day long, furniture, houses, whatever. I had a great, I didn't think so at the time.
Right.
Because we weren't going out playing, riding bikes, we were working. But now I totally appreciate it. It's a great thing. I have old timers in here talk about the old days, but I'm giving them an example of how it used to be. Because it used to be right was right and wrong was wrong. And this gray line shit, I can't stand it, man.
They created the gray line shit by design.
Yes.
The powers above.
They want it to be the norm.
Created chaos.
Yes. It's normal. Like you said, I remember how it used to be. When I start agreeing that this is the way it is now, then I've failed. It shouldn't be.
Yeah, I'll never agree, bro. What's funny is that I told you I did 8 years at Sentinella State Prison, and then I did 8 years at Donovan. Donovan was a night and day nightmare compared to Sentinella. Okay. I refused to accept the Donovan ways. I used to tell my coworkers, like, I'm not cool with any of this. Like, I'm not going to get used to this.
Was that the skateboards or the barbecues?
Now, recently. Yeah, skateboards, barbecues, car shows, the Menendez brothers, just
what
like
the hell?
A gay pride parade in prison. Like, dude, it's just ridiculous, man. Right? And again, I didn't join the department because I wanted to suppress and beat up inmates, but I also didn't join the department to just watch a circus.
Give it away. And it's unsafe.
Oh, bro, that's the reason.
That's the only reason.
I wouldn't care if they had fun, but if there was safety and security, right? No. But they have completely sacrificed safety and security for this sideshow.
And this never supposed to happen. Security is supposed to be 100%.
100%, bro.
So you're letting your guard down, and guys are going to pay with their lives.
They're going to get killed.
Yeah.
I've been saying this repeatedly for 3 years, and thank God it hasn't happened, right? But I don't understand how it hasn't happened.
Okay.
They've come close to getting killed. they're just straight lucky, dude.
It's only a matter of time.
100%. You can only roll that dice.
No, they're going to figure it out that they're not going to pay for their crimes and they're not going to get ad charges. They're going to get.
It's already happening.
And once they get it, it's just like we talked about AB 109. Once they realize they can get away with it.
So for your viewers that maybe not understand what's going on, present times inside the prison, in the past, if an inmate got caught with a shank, in possession of a shank, inmate possession of a deadly weapon, they would go to the ADSEG. They would go to the hole. Now they do not, bro. They do not, because of the whole facade that, hey, we want to lower our statistics of inmates in the shoe and inmates in ADSEG. This just happened in Lancaster, dude, which is like right around here at Los Angeles County. An inmate got caught with a knife the day before. They let him stay in the facility. The next day, he murdered another inmate. That happened last year.
So who pays for that?
What do you mean, who pays for that?
Someone has to pay for that policy change.
Well,
the family.
I blew the whistle.
Yeah.
Right? I let the family. Dude, I've been in contact with
family.
Bro, I've been in contact with. There's been 97 homicides within the last 3 years of the department. I've been in the contact with the majority of the victims' families, the inmates.
Good.
I have put them in touch with lawyers, and I have given them relevant information in accordance with the performance of a peace officer's duties.
Good.
And where the policy failed.
Good.
Or where they failed to enact the policy.
Well, as when I worked the county, what was your first priority? Safety of the inmate. They tell you that
preservation of life.
They tell you that 1,000 times. You're here to make sure everybody's safe, including yourself, but from each other. You just dropped the guard and let this man get shanked.
These young SEALs are not seeing that they are being used as political sacrificial lambs. They're doing the dirty work of the higher ups. Because they're gonna burn the lowest man on the totem pole.
Yeah,
they're gonna say, you knew what the policy was. Why didn't you follow the policy?
Yeah, they're gonna blame it on the low man. Yeah, you said it always trickles down. That's why I never want to be a sergeant because they're the guys.
Lieutenant was a good gig, bro. I'm not gonna lie. Lieutenant is the best gig,
you got
bro.
That separation.
Oh, it was such a good job, bro. And even then, they made it unbearable.
But sergeant is
sergeant. I mean, it was fun initially, but oh no, dude. Eventually, you get old and you don't want to deal with it anymore, bro.
Everyone's on your plate, man. You're responsible for everybody. I've had so many sergeants in here, we laugh and joke, but I'm like, I never want to promote because you guys just get screwed with all day long.
What I liked about sergeant is you're still in the trenches.
Yeah, that's one part. A lieutenant is admin,
Correct. You're behind a desk.
Yeah.
Sergeant, you're still in the trenches.
Yeah.
But you get a little bit more leeway, so it's like, all right.
The best thing about being a sergeant, having a good crew. Like you got a good shift.
Well, the crew makes the sergeant. You know 100%. Yeah, let them do their job, man. Don't micromanage. Just sit back and relax.
The sergeants are cool. I have some fantastic sergeants in here, man. Some 70s sergeants.
That's prehistoric. That's an extinct breed, man.
But I had the privilege of working for them, man. I was like,
oh, you did?
Yeah, they came in here and worked, and they sat right there.
I could not imagine getting schooled by 70 sergeant, bro. Were they Vietnam veterans?
No. Excuse me. They're mean, grumpy old curmudgeons, and I love every minute of it. But they were freaking awesome to work for because we took care of business, and we weren't illegal. We weren't crazy.
Right.
We just did the job the way you're supposed to do it.
Do you think having 70s sergeants, old crusty types like that, is a safer environment than what we have now?
100%.
Why?
Because they can see the problem before it arises.
I like that.
They can tell you this is coming. I see what's going to happen.
I like that.
Their experiences.
I see that. I have that gift of being able to see problems before they happen.
Yep.
I'm sure you do too.
6 cents all day long. It's like I'm 5 steps ahead. It's just because it's
right
because of years of doing it, you know. Yeah, I loved it. They probably saved my career so many times because they told me this is coming, and then when something happened, they protected me because I was under their supervision. I did it the way they told me to. And
that's the difference between.
They can explain themselves.
That's the difference between supervisors of that time and supervisors now.
There's none anymore.
You protect your troops from the bus, not throw them under the bus.
Exactly, 100%. Hard to find now. I couldn't even.
It's impossible. I left, bro. I quit because I couldn't. There's no way. I'm one guy, bro.
I get it, man. It's all. Everybody has their own path, but you're kicking ass in your own path. I've watched it, man. People, Jesus Christ, they really, really are listening to you. They're paying attention.
I hope so, man. I hope so.
They are.
Sometimes I get lost, like it gets burdened. I mean, you know how it is to be on the podcast. It gets draining, but It does help when they give me the positive feedback.
That's what I see.
Or any type of feedback, really, as long
And
as
I
it's
read the
respectful.
comments. It's very.
As long as it's respectful, I'm cool with it, bro. Even if somebody disagrees with my perspective,
That's all good.
I'm always open with them and we talk. But when the disrespect gets fired off right off the bat, I don't tolerate it.
There's haters.
I don't entertain it.
No, you shouldn't, and don't add fuel to it. It's useless. I don't even look at it. I don't even address it. It's not worth my time. I'm doing something else. I've got a different path and I've got a different mission. I started this because we were losing a lot of good dudes to eating their own guns and just getting sick from the stress. But I've been losing guys for the last 2 years. A lot of guys are just...
Oh, especially out of LA sheriffs, dude.
They lost 6 guys in 1 month a while back.
They did.
But they come in here and vent and talk some shit, and they go home and they call me later and they want to come back out because I think it's good.
So one thing I'm a professional at is like identifying the elephant in the room, bro.
Go for it.
Because like people like are afraid to talk on hard subjects. But you're right, dude. There is a high suicide rate in the law enforcement community.
Absolutely.
Hands down, bro. And I've been on the internet for 3 years, and I keep telling them, stop drinking alcohol, stop smoking marijuana, stop eating the gummies, work out, stop cheating on your wife, right? I keep telling them. I tell them, and I tell them, but they don't, right? And the suicide rate continues, and they're unhappy. And why are you unhappy? Because you keep doing all of these things I tell you not to do, right? So it's like, clearly there's a problem. There's a problem, right? It is, it's groupthink, bro. Because if you try to like change your ways amongst that group, it's almost like you're isolated.
Oh yeah, peer pressure. They're gonna be on you.
Peer pressure.
Yeah.
That environment fosters negativity, hands down. Right? And I don't encourage everybody to just get up and quit your job. I've never once said that. What I say is, hey, take care of yourself.
Yeah.
Right? Your mind, your body, your soul. Do the right thing.
Yeah.
Right? But it almost seems like I'm talking to a wall, bro.
No, you're not. You're not because just one person hears it.
True.
And they're thinking about doing something terrible to themselves. I think it works. I think it works because if you're in that place where that resonates with you, what you're saying, I think it magnifies with those type of people that are looking for that. They're looking for reinforcement. They're looking for some kind of assurance that they can do something else and help themselves.
We're not exempt from trauma, bro.
No.
We're not exempt from hard times in life. As a matter of fact, it is guaranteed you are going to go through some horrible things in life, dude.
It's harder times sometimes because you take some of it home. You can't leave it all. You try, but you take shit home all the time.
One thing I like to tell the viewers, dude, is like you didn't have to go to war to suffer from post-traumatic stress disorder. And I'll always stick by that. Trauma is trauma, right? In case people got the misconception somewhere along the lines, or they think the way Hector Bravo does not view somebody's trauma worse than another's, except for losing a child, I couldn't even fathom that one. For me, that would be my worst one, right? For me.
Yeah.
But I think anything other than that, it's all trauma, dude.
Yeah.
It's all trauma. Like, it affects the psyche, the brain, the nerve systems. Like, you have to seek treatment. Yeah. You 100% have to seek treatment. Reason being is because, like, you can't self-medicate. Bro, and I only speak from experience.
Yeah. I get it, man.
I only speak from experience.
I understand it.
The drinking and the drugs only threw gasoline on the fire.
Yep.
It wasn't until I broke it down and surrendered. And I sought the treatment. That was in 2010. And I've been hitting it ever since. Bro, I just hit 15 years of sobriety.
Congratulations, man.
Thank you.
That's awesome. That's awesome. Outstanding, man. That's what you have to do. And 15 years?
15 years, dude. One day at a time, like that OG told you.
Yeah.
What was it, Danny Grajeda?
Danny Grajeda.
Yeah. One day at a time.
Guate from
Yeah.
Freaking badass motherfucker. But
One
he's
day
right.
at a time.
He was right. He was right.
Well, it's just like how you eat an elephant, one bite at a time, bro. And it's a sense of enlightenment, bro.
Yeah.
And I don't think I'm better than anybody by any means, but I do understand that my level of emotional intelligence is up there, dude.
You have to be if you're doing what you're doing.
Right.
Because you're kicking ass, man. I'm just going to say it. I'm not trying to toot your horn. I'm just saying I see what you've been doing and you're kicking ass.
Thank you.
And I love it because I want everyone to hear your voice. I want everyone to do what I wish there were more podcasts and just telling the truth because people need to hear it. I think more people are turning off TV and going straight to the podcast.
They've been turning off the TV,
And I wasn't going to do this. My boys were the ones who told me, hey, Dad, because they get together and we talk, and you need to do this because you need to get these guys their stories out. And I said, shit, why not? I'll try it. So I did it. But it was my sons because they are into podcasts. They don't even watch TV. All they do is listen to podcasts.
You know what helps you is your location too, because you're in a good area.
I try to put it somewhere
You're in a good area.
the middle, close to the airport, and everybody kind of comes. And the guys are willing to come. I got guys coming from Orange County. At first, everybody, you know this, when they first get there, kind of like, well, what do I do? What do I say? And then after you start talking,
it's a conversation.
Yeah.
Dude, I will not interview a active employee of CDCR because I know the retaliation.
Oh, they'll smash them.
Correct.
They'll smash them.
I did accidentally interview 2 active employees of CDCR. I didn't find out that they were on my sidewalk, bro. And I'm like, oh no. Dang. I said, don't trip, man. We're going to talk totally professional, bro. I'm not going to mention any agency names, bro.
Yeah.
And that's what we did. You know what I mean? Because I'm not going to ruin somebody over some views. Correct,
life.
Bro.
Yeah. And then they will destroy them.
Annihilator. I think they tried, dude. They're like, why did you do that for? Like, bro, we didn't even talk about anything, dude, other than like professionalism.
Well, that's safe
and physical fitness.
And they couldn't. They couldn't dissect it. They couldn't do anything to you.
You can't.
You outsmarted them. That's
100%. I'm not a dummy, bro. Chess, not checkers.
I love it. See, that's what I'm saying. You got to do that. You got to be like that. I had one I had to take down because the person got in trouble at work.
Oh, they did?
Yeah.
Were they an active employee?
Yeah.
Dude, I'm writing a new book, man. I've already written 1, 2. This is going to be my 3rd book. And I can't give up what it's going to be about, but it's going to be about what we're talking about right now. Yeah. And it can be for anybody that's in those type of organizations and the get down of it.
Yeah.
From a psychological perspective, bro.
Yeah.
And the ins and the outs.
Yeah. I think it's ridiculous.
It is.
If you're not talking about specific case law, I'm just like cases, open cases, you should be able to say what you want.
It's bro, it's like the mob, dude.
It's terrible.
It's like the Italian mob, bro.
I felt so bad, man. I felt so bad.
Blood in, blood out, bro. Dude. They won't let me go. They keep sending me search warrants.
Oh, they want you, man. They want you bad. They want to find a way into your a crack in your armor.
They want something.
Yeah, and they will. You know how they are. They're persistent. It's freaking unlimited money, but they're not going to beat you. You're not going to beat you because you can say whatever you want on the way. Man, I've seen worse. I've seen people saying crazy stuff. You're telling the truth.
I'm telling the truth that's backed up by factual evidence and documentation, bro. Which is not slander and it's not defamation of character. I've already checked with a lawyer. I have so many lawyers, bro. It's out of control.
No, you're not. You're good. You're good. And like I said, I was a detective for a little while. And
you were a detective?
For 22 years.
Dang, dude.
So I know what you can get in trouble for, and that's not it.
Because guys like me and you, man, you can give us the black and the white, and we're like, okay, this is the black and the white. We can do this or we can't do that. It's that simple.
It's simple. Like we were talking before, and I said, no, that's not.
Even if we have a bad guy and we do not have him dead to rights,
done.
You don't got him. You don't got him.
I've said it here. I said, I know you did it, but I don't have you today.
Correct.
And I said, but I know I'll get you another day because you're going to do it again.
But that's not how these other people operate.
No. They want to stick to it. And if you don't have it, you don't have it. A good detective knows when to sit them in the room and when not to, because sometimes you
interesting.
You know, like I said, 22 years. It was fun though. I had a good time.
Interesting. What was your most memorable interrogation?
I said it. I talked to an evil 15-year-old kid.
Did you feel the evilness in the presence?
It was like it was there, man. It was bad. I've said it on here 3 times. That kid was something not normal.
What was wrong with his eye? Could you see in his eyes?
Just blank. Just a blank stare. 100 blank stare. We did 2 fitness hearings on him, so he was not incompetent. He wasn't crazy. They did 2 fitness hearings on him. We tried him as an adult. He got 2 life sentences. And this kid was just evil. And I've seen more than that. There's people that are violent and predators.
Correct. There's a difference.
But this kid was...
There's a difference.
And I told the lawyers, get a fitness hearing on this kid because something's wrong with him. I'm trying to put him in jail for shooting some people, but I'm like, there's something wrong with this kid. I wrote a warrant, hit his house. We actually found the gun in his house. I talked to the parents. Nice house. Good parents, but hardworking, never home because they're working. But this kid was... Fuck, man. He had something evil spawn.
Was he quiet?
Super quiet. Like, Very, very, very quiet.
Soft-spoken?
Just like, but he wasn't slow. He wasn't mentally special. He was just,
Was he intelligent, you think?
yeah, just wanted to shoot people because they were black. True story. Shot him in the back. Shot 2 men in the back and shot another guy. But shot him. Walked up and shot him in the back. So yeah, that was the eye opener to, man, I got to go to church first, and then I got to go home.
Oh yeah, bro, 100%, dude.
People will never believe that, but the guys that helped me with that case said the same thing. That kid was going to be a serial killer if we didn't get him. He thought he would get into Florencia if he shot some black people. It wasn't true. The guy that was trying to recruit him it was all stupid. But
It's all stupid.
It was
bro.
all stupid, man, because it's a waste of. I felt bad. I mean, his parents were nice people, and I felt it's not just the kid that goes to jail. It's
Right.
the parents and his brothers and sisters. Good family. They've lost their kid, and I understand he shot some people, and he has to pay for that crime. But because it was a special allegation because of all these different things he had done.
That's a wrap.
It's a long story, but it was a bad person, bro. Bad person. I told you, my partner's like, I don't even want to go in the room.
I've encountered maybe 3 total in 16 years. Evil. The evil that you're talking about. One for sure, Centinela State Prison, C6, a standalone ASU unit. I'm in the morning, dude, 6 a.m., second watch. Like, it was early on in my career, bro. I was a youngster. Going, you have to go through the cells to self-feed them. You tell the inmate, turn on your lights so they don't throw poop in your face or whatever. Dude, I get to this window, like this black dude just staring. He looked like Candyman. Dude. When I seen him looking at me, like the hairs, dude, the look he was giving me, he was kind of like looking at me like, what? And I'm like, do you want to eat? Yeah. And I'm like, dude, bro, there was something wrong with that dude for sure.
Yeah,
it was in the eyes, dude.
You could see it in the faces, the blank stare.
Yeah, I was like, oh man, bro. And I never used to really get like that with anybody else, really. But it was the way he was just standing in the mirror, just like, or in the window.
I had a guy do that to me. He was Black Gorilla Family. Same thing. Put his face on the screen and just would stare. It was like, what's wrong with this guy? Just his eyeballs popping out.
Hannibal Lecter, bro.
It's crazy. It's crazy.
Signs of the Lambs.
Yeah, but the only person I ever saw break cuffs was Arian.
Break cuffs?
He broke hinge cuffs.
So these dudes could always pick it like
No, he broke hinge cuffs.
in a fit of rage or just in a demonstration for you guys?
So he was just pissed. he was pissed, and I saw him just turn red, dude. And
The hinged one. So
Hinged,
that's like
'cause-
thicker, not the little chain.
the Smith and Wesson hinge cuffs.
Oh, yeah.
because we didn't because I worked the whole 900 is the whole ad seg and pre-hole. So
Yeah.
that's where I worked my whole time in the jails. I was P1 there, and so we moved him in, and he was just pissed off, and he just started screaming, and he went crack.
I like the hinge ones in ad seg because the keyholes are already up. and
Already up.
They
yep.
don't got to like
Yeah, and you
swing.
can lock them if you
Yeah.
want to lock them. Yeah, but we'd chain them, do the waist chain and ankle chains. It was a whole.
I don't miss it, bro. I don't miss it. People ask me like, hey, you miss anything from the prison? I honestly do not. I don't care for the rest of my life. I never have to put another dude in handcuffs. Never have to take another dude down. I hope to God I never get in any type of confrontation ever again. Like, I don't miss it.
No, there's nothing to miss when it comes to that. I miss playing spades with my buddies,
Talking smack with the friends, the coworkers is with like
playing hearts,
by
playing
far.
dominoes.
I miss that. Like that is on a whole nother level.
Yeah, that's fun. Man,
Right.
We had fun. When I'm old, so we actually would take a Genesis PlayStation and hook it up to one of the monitors and play freaking video
interesting.
game. Remember Genesis?
Yeah,
first,
Sega.
that's first generation, and play baseball in the control room.
Bro, so I was a lieutenant, right? At Donovan. Before I retired, it had to have been the same year, or before I resigned, it had to have been the same year. It was Super Bowl Sunday. I'm the watch commander, second watch, Super Bowl Sunday. I get a call from the administrator of the day, the AOD. Who that was a business administrator. She was never a correctional officer, never a sergeant, never a lieutenant, never a captain. But because she's a business manager, she's in charge of the prison for the day on the weekend.
What?
It's called administrator of the day, AOD.
No experience.
Zero experience.
How did that go?
Well, the thing is, she calls me and says, hey, and Lieutenant, can you go and make sure and you tell all the officers not to be watching the Super Bowl Sunday and not to be distracted? I'm like, yeah, okay. hang up, and I'll like tell the sergeants, like, dude, she's lost her mind. Like, the only reason why they came to work is so that they could watch the game. Do you want them to all call in sick next Super Bowl Sunday?
Yeah. You're 100% right. You're 100%. No one would show up to work.
Why would they? It's just people don't have common sense,
The
bro.
common sense, it's stupid.
I'm so sure. I told my dad, and my dad's like, "Yeah, I'm so sure you're gonna have the inmates watching the game on, and you're not gonna be allowed to look over there."
No. You're gonna watch the game.
Yeah,
and
you're
gonna
gonna
get the
watch the
best seat in the house. You're gonna have
100%,
and you have
nobody's gonna be no problems.
We bring food in, potluck.
Yeah, like that's just where it was, you know.
Yeah, I get
it. And I couldn't stomach it no more, bro. I wasn't raised like that. When I was in the army, it was not like that. When I was early on CDCR, it was not like that, dude.
Yeah, no. You want structure. What you joined for, or when you joined, was structure. You're used to it. It doesn't switch and you go, okay, now I like this or this is right. You know what's right and what's wrong, what's safe and what's not. I had Master Sergeant in here last week. He was a drill instructor, and oh man, dude, that guy is OG badass. OG Master Sergeant in the 80s.
Dude.
My lieutenant, one of my buddies, he's a lieutenant. He came and sat here, but he was one of his recruits
In the Marine Corps?
in the Marine Corps. So he was a recruit, and he recommended the Master Sergeant come out. His name was Stuart Payne. Oh man, he scared me, bro.
Payne, that sounds familiar, bro. Is he like a well-known figure?
No.
Okay.
Well, if you were a Marine, everyone knew him
Okay.
because he was a DI for so long, and he was the youngest Master Sergeant ever. He's just that guy that's just a stud. Well, his daughter was tragically killed in a car accident, so he wanted to advocate towards his channel was advocating towards fixing guardrails because she hit a guardrail that was already broken.
Okay.
And it impaled her and it speared the car and it killed her. His youngest daughter. She's a great person and she died too young. So he came in here and we talked about his Marine timing and he advocated for his channel. So I tried to help him push that channel. So I put a bunch of links in. But he was talking about structure and the way you train and the way you teach. It's non-negotiable. It's just the way
100%.
it is. Yep. And I already knew it. When he was talking to me, I was ready to stand up and salute. The guy was just commanded respect.
It's crazy that you mentioned guardrail because I've been out for 3 years speaking on the internet. I've never shared this. I've never shared that the night that I totaled my truck, because I totaled my truck in the year 2010. That was the last time I ever drank. I hit a guardrail, dude. I hit a guardrail on the Highway 111, those aluminum metal ones.
Yeah.
And thank God it did not impale me. That's just by a sheer miracle, bro. I was going 80 miles per hour because it should have, and I've seen the pictures where it comes right through the driver's
Right
seat.
through it and just spears right. He calls it spearing. It went right through the car.
But it totaled my truck.
Yeah.
I bounced this way, boom. Bounced this way, boom. And I don't know how it just didn't flip.
Really?
Correct, 100%. It was a Tundra. Boom, boom.
Holy shit.
Now, the fucked up thing about it was I fled the scene.
Oh, you did?
And when I fled the scene, a car crashed into my truck that I left abandoned on the freeway. Boom. Fuck. And I thought, fuck,
That
dude, I
was
killed
you.
somebody. I thought I killed somebody.
Okay.
I thought, I'm going to prison, right? And I was a peace officer at this time, but I was drinking alcohol.
Okay.
I'm an alcoholic. By definition, I'm an alcoholic. And I'm like, fuck, dude. Like, I'm done. I'm done.
Yeah.
This is it.
Yeah.
They called the watch commander. We're looking for an Officer Farrell. The CHP went to my parents' house, dude. And that is ultimately when I hit my bottom.
Yeah.
Nobody's ever heard that before.
Okay.
But I felt comfortable enough to share it here.
No, I appreciate
3
it.
years later, and you brought that up when guardrail. I'm like, dang.
Yeah,
dude.
it's terrible because there was a crash 2 weeks before his daughter hit it, and they
Interesting.
put an attenuator. It's basically a buffer.
Was it on a curve by any
Yeah,
chance?
I believe so. He never explained
Okay.
the actual curve, but they think she fell asleep. They're
Yeah.
not sure, but there was an attenuator. It was basically a buffer there to block if someone hit it twice.
Okay.
And they moved it like a couple days.
That's a
before.
liability, dude.
That's what we were talking about. There's no excuse for this.
Right.
And then she hits this, and a young life is lost. And
Mm-hmm.
so they showed, he has pictures of that guardrail when it got hit first time.
Okay.
And the person that hit it survived. And he's on his cell phone talking. So that person that hit the guardrail and destroyed it survived, drives away. And this person comes up.
Drives away.
Well, he lived. I mean,
Oh, yeah,
they
yeah.
lived. And then she hits it later because they didn't fix it. She's now no longer with us. It's unacceptable. We had that conversation. I felt terrible for the man. He's fighting, but we're trying to help him get his word out.
Well, that's gross negligence, man.
100%.
And I'm adamant against gross negligence, dude, especially when it costs human lives.
Exactly. There's no excuse, and there's no excuse. And we had the conversation for over an hour. And it's Exit 261 if anybody wants to see it. It's a great channel. They're trying to fight for a standard. He says, like, he was telling me that all guardrails are tested for 65.5 miles an hour.
Let me ask you this. You being former law enforcement, are law enforcement agencies proactive or reactive?
Depends on the unit. Depends on the unit. If they're a specialized unit, they're probably proactive.
That's a good thing.
If they're regular black and white, they're getting to be more reactive. The sheriff's department's still pretty proactive. They still do obs arrests.
That's good. But
not all departments. A lot of them are doing the fire department's model, just responding when they get a call. It's just, it's a fact.
It's like the Chicago model, bro. I'd be a great cop in Chicago. I'll be hidden behind a 7-Eleven, bro, until the gunfire has ceased, and then I'm responding, dude.
Is it code 4? Let's go. No, I get it. Everybody has their spot. I mean, I loved my units. You get tired and you start to work for another different. You kind of have to wind down. But it was a great career overall. Met some good people. My boys are my boys. We come in here, we laugh and joke, and it's good. I wouldn't change anything.
For sure, dude.
I wouldn't change anything. But I really appreciate you coming out, brother.
Thank you for having me, bro.
It's great to meet you.
For sure, dude.
Yeah,
you got to come on down, bro. I got to hear these OG stories, man, of the Wild West.
Oh, it was good. It was good. I appreciate the invitation. I will show up. You just let me know what it is.
Excellent.
And if you ever want to come back out, come on out. But you got anything, shout-outs you want to do?
Thank you for this opportunity, man. They want to see more of me. I got a website, HectorBravoShow.com. I got 2 books on Amazon, Operation Yard Recall by Hector Bravo and Leadership and Legacy.
Yeah, great, man. It's great. I'm so happy you came in.
Thanks, bro, for
We're
sure.
going to keep in touch. All right, brother.
Absolutely,
Thank you, man. Thank you.